Hello, METEOR STRIKE here. Welcome to another episode of Final Fantasy VI Advance. Press the wrong button there, never mind. So, yes, I am going to try to get her up level, and then I am going to go into this town above here. So, I'll probably show for fighting if it's a new thing that we haven't seen before. This is my usual way of doing it, and if not, I will probably keep quiet about it. That is, not show it. Now, if I can get it to work, I've decided that actually might be better if I was to use Phoenix Rising. I've had some practice at it, and yes, it does seem to be going rather better than it was last time I tried Shirt Off on this video. So, I think I'm actually going to change to using that. Only here with the map as much as you have to, since there's this town very close. But yeah, something I've discovered basically about Phoenix Rising is that the button order is actually quite easy. I'll explain this in a minute. Yes, you may remember that the button order right, Celeste has gained a level and now she can turn into imps. So there you go. But yes, you may remember that Phoenix Rising, it's left, down, down and right, and then right. And you'll notice something about that, which is the buttons sort of go in order. So it's left and then down and left, followed by down. So that's in order, if you see what I mean. It slowly makes its way from left to down, and then again down and right, and then right. So it slowly makes its way to right again. So if you've got the keyboard in front of you, it's actually pretty easy to work out which buttons to go for, because that's the order they're in on keyboard: left, up, down, right. Of course, that doesn't just work for if you're playing it on your PC. That button set is on pretty much every game controller there is as well. So, and yeah, you can meet Shadow here sometimes. Now, if you choose Sleep in the inn and you meet Shadow here, then occasionally Shadow will have a nightmare. And during his nightmares, you learn his backstory. I think there's about 5 of them. I haven't seen them all, and I'm not sure that I can definitely show one off, but it's possible. So I think it would be worth asking him to come with you. Apart from that, I don't think there's much going on here. Yep, he's standing in front of you, presumably. Unless they actually do physically merge into someone else's body, but... Alright, so we know now, basically what you're looking for is Tower. So if someone says something like that, you know that she's passed through this way. So what we need to find out is where she's gone to. Now, if they're locked with us, and maybe in the future we will, there'll be some point in visiting his the house of Rachel, but there's no point right now. Alright, it's also useful to talk to the townspeople here because you find out what other places there are to go to. So, yeah, and you'll be meeting him later. Anyway, if I accidentally show off something that I realise isn't useful, then I will cut it out. That's actually going to prove to be quite helpful. Now, what I advise you to do when you can get a relic for it, and I know I haven't advised you yet, but as I say, I've been going through the game myself, so I played a little ahead from this point. What I advise you to do when you can get hold of it is to get hold of the relic that increases your speed, hopefully 2 of them. And it seems I probably can afford that. Well, leather cap's about as useful as a chocolate fire guard. Or indeed a leather fire guard. I don't think I'm going to take anything else here yet, but we will be going back here at some point and tend to come back here with Locke, and after that I will have collected a lot of extra stuff. So, these might be useful, but I'm not going to get them just yet, I don't think. Well, I think that's pretty much all there is to see here. So, we're going to be going down to Jydor now, and also try and get some more experience points along the way. Also, Rising Phoenix looks pretty cool. Oh well. Maybe we'll meet him later on. I'm sorry, I suppose I could have stayed at the inn and you could have gone to see the Nightmare. But never mind, we might be able to pick him up in a different inn, so... I suppose if I really wanted, he could just stay in the same... I could just stay in the same inn several times and just keep on going in and then out again, and then in and then out again. You're thinking we haven't gained a lot of experience points yet. You're right, but there is actually loads of time to do that. And trust me. Basically, we're going to be going to the Thieves' Town soon. Zorro, I don't know. Anyway, Zuzu, even. And yeah, you get more chances than you'd ideally like to fight people then, so... Rising Phoenix, not Phoenix Rising. Try to remember that. Ah, there we go. Now, you might want to get a Chew, whatever it's called here, later, but I'll cover that in another episode. Just note that it's there and available, and again, I will cut out anything where I accidentally go into somewhere not helpful, if you see what I mean. Now, this is a big city, I would say, but there's actually right, there's our clue as to where to go next. But there's actually, it's actually quite well designed. It's fairly easy to work out where you have to go. I am the king. I don't know why they're still sitting here, if the auction's over. I am a king. My castle can burrow underground and move underground. Can yours? So yeah, I thought I'd show those off because, well, people have a few things to say. You can't actually buy anything now, the auction's over with it. I might as well show it anyway. Right, even if you have to sell a relic, I really would suggest that you get something that is useful for I'm going to sell the earring for the moment. It's going to be quite a while, I think, before we'll need it. But yeah, it's it really is going to be useful to have something that stops imp status from happening. And that's not going to be that helpful, so... Okay, nothing here for the moment. I might need to go and shop around in a different town. I'm not sure. That's it for the relic shop. We need to come back here later. But I am going to show off his art pieces to you. Also, that's a clue as to what you have to do later. Now, I don't really need to show off these clues because I can tell you what to do later. But I'm going to show them anyway because I'm in here anyway, so... Yes, an empty one. Ah, right, so it's an urn. That's that question answered. Yes, unfortunately he is still alive, and trust me, pretty soon you'll wish he wasn't. It appears to be 2 lamps. a very old painting of a bucket. You can just about tell that's a woman, I think. Considering how pixelated the game is, I think that's pretty good. Anyway, that's all we can get from the Earth now. Well, actually, I'm going to use the services of the inn because in Zozo, whatever the heck it's called, there's no inn that you can stay in, and you're going to need all of your strength for that town, trust me. So I don't think I'll manage to complete Zozo today, but I will certainly try to get through a decent amount, but I have other stuff I need to do this afternoon, so I think for the moment well, we are actually going to make quite a bit of money later. But no, I think and you know how I said before that we weren't going to do this? Well, we are going to do this. So I am willfully inconsistent. Now I need to head up this way. Okay, good. It's a good idea to have them all be at a reasonable level when you enter this town. Coming up. Unfortunately, she doesn't have a lot of hit points, but never mind. But yeah, I would try to have them at quite a high level here. And here we go, Zozo. Or whatever the heck you want to call it. Now you have to be careful here, because there were people wandering around, put it simply, and they will attack you if they happen to wander into you, like this. So yeah, be careful. There were quite a high level, so they will hurt you a lot. Now, as far as I can tell, you don't actually need to remember this code. It's not that important. It might be a clue to something that's coming up later, which is a thing to do with buildings and jumping from windows and stuff like that. But what I've actually found is I couldn't make head nor tails of clues, basically, so I just I just kind of explored and did things by trial and error. So I can't really tell you what these clues mean. The best I can sort of do is just to show you that they're there, I guess, and then show you what I did when I came here to explain what you have to do. But if you figure it out, please feel free to mention something in the comment section about the fact that you've figured out what you have to do. That guy there. Keep an eye on the characters' levels whilst you're here. And that's the ultimate now. I'm going to try to find the building that we ought to be in. Okay, so there we go. So now we know where we have to go, and I might as well start us off on the journey. I'm not going to go that far, but I'll start us off. So don't go back in the window. Instead, you have to go left and then downwards to reach the staircase. It's kind of awkward, but that's what you have to do. I don't believe you. Just getting a bit of a head start on not trusting people. Okay, I am actually going to cut this out here because my 35 minutes alarm has just gone off. So we'll continue to make our way up to the top of the building in the next episode. I will see you then.